Namaste, Tashidele. So, we are a few minutes late, but this is very life, life. You are still alive, I am still alive. And now our YouTube team requests me to give a live short talk or teaching celebrating this 10,000 subscription. And so what we will going to do today, we will try to answer few of your questions which we already received. So here I have around 10, 11 questions, and I will try to answer. And if we have some more time, so we can take some questions today. So let's begin. Right now I'm in Nepal. I'm in Kathmandu. And from today afternoon, I'm going for 10 days retreat. So I will be out of internet and out of social media. So let me read this first question. I think today our subject is surrounded in the mantra topic. Looks like the mantra, meaning of mantra, visualization, and there's I think the questions are also related to the mantra meditation. So here's the first question: what is mantra? And explain the essence and purpose and benefit of mantra. So there are already some YouTube videos we explain about mantra and mantra meditation, but today let's repeat it. So mantra is mostly the tool between this conscious mind and subconscious mind. It's a bridge. When you have to go from, let's say, from the left mountain to the right mountain, you need a bridge to cross that river. So the mantra is something like the bridge between the conscious mind and subconscious mind, a conscious mind or unconscious mind. Let's make it that way, in a very simple way to understand. If you go deeper, so mantra is the bridge between the relative truth and absolute truth. So if I may use the Vajrayana terminology, we call it like the 𝗟𝗓𝗓 and 𝗟𝗓𝗓, the generating phase and completion phase. So it's bridge between 𝗟𝗓𝗓 and 𝗟𝗓𝗓. So generating phase means visualizing the particular energy or arising the particular deity from the shunyata, from emptiness. And then that is called 𝗟𝗓𝗓. That is called the rising or generating the particular the energy or particular deity or bodhisattva. And then that's more like the relative truth. So from there, so that's more like in a conscious mind. So from there to going beyond the relative truth, which is absolute truth, which we call it 𝗟𝗓𝗓, in completion means going back to the natural state of mind, going back to the enlightened mind, let's say. So from relative truth to going toward the absolute truth, so the mantra is playing that bridge or that the connector, let's say. So the mantra, which mean the man normally means the mind. So here the mind, as I told you, the subconscious mind and unconscious, or the conscious mind and subconscious mind, or the unconscious mind. That's in a very gross level, but in a subtle level. So the conscious mind, and then the beyond the mind, let's say, connecting the mantra will work as a connecting, like a kind of tool. So man means the mind, tra means the bridge, so bridge toward the relative mind and absolute mind. You can think in that way, or so. Now, let me give you one mantra which we will slowly explain and meditate. So the mantra of Vajrasattva, the Vajrasattva, in order to purify the negative energy in your subconscious mind, alaya consciousness. So here we have like a different audience. Some are very advanced practitioners, some have been practicing for 20, 30 years, and some are very, very beginner. They are like maybe zero knowledge about what is Vajrasattva, what is Vajrasattva mantra. So today I will focus more on the beginner level, let's say who is just a very zero level in Vajrayana Buddhism. So I will not go very deep into the practice, or I will not explain the very complicated theory here. So I apologize for those who are like a very advanced level and expecting you to today to like maybe going to explain some very profound theory. So not that. So today I will focus on the very beginners. So now see, like a Vajrasattva, the Bodhisattva mantra is Om Benzer Sato Hum, like a short mantra. We have also 100 syllable, the long mantra. But I think better today focus on this Om Benzer Satwa Hum. So Om Benzer Sato Hum. So really like just a 4 syllable. Om Benzer Sato Satwa Hum. So you can repeat with me. Om Benzer Satwa Hum. So it's a 4 syllable. Om Benzer Satwa Hum. So now this Om Benzer Satwa Hum, this mantra, the mantra of Vajrasattva. So now let's go back to this idea of the 𝗟𝗓𝗓, the generating, or this the Vajrasattva as a generating, or the relative mind. You can think in that way. Which is in the duality. As soon as you visualize any particular deity like a Vajrasattva, so you can visualize or think Vajrasattva as like a color white but transparent, like a crystal, form, but in a light, not as a stone kind of crystal or solid crystal, but as a form of light, radiating, transparent. There's no bone or flesh or in a solid body, but it's more like a illusory body. It's almost like a rainbow. You can see the rainbow, but it's not there, exist as some solid. It is just there, yet it is not there. So the Vajrasattva also, we have to think as a kind of white, transparent, crystal clear, kind of luminous, the form, and holding a vajra in the right hand, and holding a bell in the left hand, and the vajra is holding in the heart chakra, and the bell is, on the thigh, holding on the thigh, and you can visualize as in a lotus posture, the Vajrasattva himself. Or if some of you are even not a Buddhist or even not a Vajrayana, and you don't want to make this very complicated, so you can think as like a really bright light. So you don't have to really focus on the form. You can just visualize the bright, luminous, kind of light is in front of you, like you can visualize while you close your eyes, and then this huge luminous light is there, a radiating light, transparent, crystal clear light, So now here, from the Vajrayana point of view, we give a name of Vajrasattva, we give a form for that, and then the mantra of that form in order to, so now this is so important, because in the 𝗟𝗓𝗓, in the relative truth, our mind is so much distracted all the time, every minute, every second, our mind is just wandering to 10 directions. And as we all know, every day there are 60 to 80,000 thoughts are arising. So now this technique of visualizing particular, like a bright white light, or that bright clear light having a form of a Vajrasattva. Now this is so important. The first of all, visualizing that light or visualizing that Vajrasattva form, so it is kind of the shine itself, the shamatha meditation, it helps you to one-point it, toward particular object. So it is kind of object, the clear light or Vajrasattva form. Now it is, you know that, we all know that our mind is so difficult to really concentrate on or focus on any object. So now the mantra comes in. So when you chant the mantra, it's a verbally, Om Banjara Sato Hong, Om Banjara Sato Hong, Om Banjara Sato Hong. So now think in a way that bright, luminous, white, transparent light, in order to hold that, in order to, let's say, increase that focus, so that the mantra is so important. We chant on the rhythm, and in the same rhythm. So Om Banjara Sato Hong, Om Banjara Sato Hong, Om Banjara Sato Hong, Om Banjara Sato Hong, Om Banjara Sato Hong. So now what really is happening is either that luminous light where you are putting your all focus, or that particular form as a Vajrasattva holding Vajra and bell. So that while you're chanting the mantra, so that you can hold that form for longer time, Om Banjara Sato Hong, Om Banjara Sato Hong, Om Banjara Sato Hong. So now as I told you, the purpose of mantra, the number one purpose of mantra is the shine meditation, the shamatha meditation, in order to bring that concentration, focus on that particular deity or the object. So now this is the first purpose of mantra meditation. Now the second purpose of meditation is to, like the mantra, for example, here is a Om Banjara Sato Hong, for example, that four syllables. So Om Banjara Sato Hong. So in the 𝗟𝗓𝗓, when you are visualization, when you are generating, so the Om arise and the Om Banjara arise, Om Banjara Sato Hong, when you chant that mantra. So in the end, when we are start to concluding, when we are going from relative truth toward the absolute truth, or from 𝗟𝗓𝗓, we are going to 𝗟𝗓𝗓, or when we visualize, so we have to dissolve it, that light or that deity. So when we start to dissolving that Vajrasattva mantra, the Vajrasattva form, so then we are going toward this absolute truth or nature of mind, let's say. So that what we call 𝗟𝗓𝗓. It's very important. So in the end, when that whole deity or the light is slowly dissolving, as the rainbow, and when you see the rainbow, in the beginning it's not very clear, and then it's getting clear. The light, the colors are very clear, but after some time it start to fade away. The fading away from the sight, and slowly you can see that it just dissolved into the sky. It's just kind of going back to sky. So almost like that, from the deity, when you visualize, it start to arising. You chant the mantra to hold that light or form, and in the end, slowly the deity is dissolving. The light is dissolving and going back to the natural state, like a sky. The rainbow dissolve into sky, so that all visualization dissolve into the shunyata, emptiness, or the nature of mind. Now, what remains is the mantra. Now only the Om Vajra Sattva Hum, only the remain that mantra. So then slowly that Om is also dissolving. Now what is left? Om dissolve, only the Vajra remain, and Vajra dissolve, and then Om Vajra and Sattva remain. The Sattva dissolve, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, and only the Hum remain. So even in the end, that Hum start to slowly dissolving, and then where you arrive, after after all the mantra, so you can't chant the mantra when all the mantra dissolve. So what really remain is there's no deities, there's no form, there's no mantra, and you arrive in this completion, which means the nature of mind, and which is the ultimate truth. So now, second purpose of mantra is bring you from the, let's say, samsara to nirvana, bring you from cherim to dzogrim. So bring you through this mantra to relative truth, to absolute truth. And so the meaning of mantra is, the bridge between the conscious and subconscious, or bridge between the relative mind and absolute mind, let's say. So that's the what is mantra, or explanation, the essence and purpose, and the benefit is, first, as I told you, the first purpose or the benefit is the shine. The mantra will help your mind to be more concentrate, more focused, more calm. And the second purpose or the benefit is to going toward the hlakthong, the vipassana meditation, or the dzogrim, as well as the going help you to go beyond the relative truth or the dualistic mind. It help you to take you to non-dualistic state of mind. So this is I think the first question here I have, and I just I hope I answer you this question. So if some of you are still not clear, then you can ask the question. You can type the questions. I'm not sure will be answered today or not, but you can ask the questions. Okay, let me go to the. So I think the second question also I already answered it. So here it says role of visualization. Why is it important for deity yoga? So I think somehow I replied that, but anyhow, let me just make it more clear to this answer. So, role of visualization, why it is important for deity yoga. See, now deity yoga, the deity means the particular bodhisattva, particular that form. For example, Manjushri is also a deity. Chenrezig is also a deity, or Mahakala is also a deity, So like the deity yoga is, you can't visualize, you can't practice without the visualization, the deity yoga. So the deity yoga, as I already explained that before, the visualization part, see, you have to always understand that in order to really to go deep into Vajrayana Buddhism or Tibetan Buddhism, or what we call the Tantra Buddhism, you always have to understand this, the three kaya, the Nirmana kaya, the Sambhoga kaya, and Dharmakaya. We call it this Tulku and Longku and Choku. So this Nirmanakaya, Sambhogakaya, Dharmakaya, it's a very important concept in Vajrayana. So because the whole Vajrayana is kind of based on these 3 kaya or 4 kaya, even sometimes 5 kaya. So let's not go there. Let's focus on the 3 kaya. So now this deity yoga is mostly focusing on the Sambhogakaya. And Sambhogakaya, so as I told you, the whatever you visualize, so you are kind of going into different dimension, let's say. So in a so-called reality or so-called in the duality, you can see in like outside, you are in some place, you are in some house, you are in some city, some country, some town, but when as soon as you close your eyes, as soon as you visualize, so like a whole Kathmandu, for example, right now I'm in Kathmandu, the whole Kathmandu I visualize as a mandala or as a pure land of Vajrayogini, for example. And now in the outside there's a building, there's a traffic, there's all this pollution, everything. But in my mind, the whole Kathmandu is not other than a mandala or the pure land of Vajrayogini. So I enter into different dimension, either in the meditation or post-meditation. The post-meditation means like after the meditation, after the visualization, when I walk to the city, so I can still maintain that view that Kathmandu is the mandala of Vajrayogini. And all the people in the Kathmandu are not other than all the deities, All the males are Chakrasambhara, all the females are Vajrayogini. And so that's a view. That's in Vajrayana, we kind of transform our view. That's a very important. So in the deity yoga, it's so important to train our mind, like a visualization. So the visualization. So some people, they are really not good with the visualization. And I always suggest you, if you can't visualize anything, it's okay. You can just open your eyes and look at the tanka or picture, or that's also fine, because when you're looking at the tanka or the picture of a particular deity or particular mandala, you're still visualization. Visualization doesn't mean you have to have clothes. Sometimes you can even paint, like why the old practice of painting tanka, it's a way of visualization. While you're painting the tanka, painting the mandala, or drawing the tanka, the particular deity, it's also the way of visualization. So there are many ways to visualization, but what I'm trying to say here, the why it is important to visualize in order to practice the deity yoga, because the visualization part is Sambhogakaya practice. The Sambhogakaya is mostly happening in the mental, let's say, mental, in order to go to different dimension. In this so-called the solid world, we can't go. There is a dualistic, the concept is so strong. So in the dream, so we can instantly we can go from here to America, from here to Switzerland or China or anywhere to Europe, instantly in the dream. So exactly, like that, when you close your eyes, so you can from the mentally, you can enter into the different dimension. So the deity yoga is happening in the different dimension or the mental dimension. So it's important to first you visualize the whole mandala, which is the land, and then you visualize all the palace of this particular deity, and then all the main deity and all the other deities surrounding in that pure land. So no matter the Amitabha or the Vajrayogini or Manjushri, so the sadhana, there is a visualization, and that is, as I told you, it's a way to go enter into the Sambhogakaya dimension. Now the interesting part of Sambhogakaya dimension is it's a much subtler. What does that mean? Is, for example, if my physical body transform into, or let's say visualize as a deity, we are still in this dualistic, very gross dualistic dimension. It's so difficult to go toward the subtlest, let's say, go beyond the subtlest, the nature of mind. So you have to think in a way, Nirmana Kaya is really like working in a very gross duality. As soon as you enter into Sambhoga Kaya, the mental dimension, or Sambhoga Kaya, a particular deity form, not only you visualize, but you yourself also enter into that dimension. For example, in the Pardo, there is a Guru Rinpoche always emphasize the subtle body or the mental body. So you yourself as the practitioner, you also have to go beyond that physical form, and you yourself as the astral body, or the subtle body, or the mental body, and even that deity is also in this astral body, or the mental body, or the subtle body. Now, in that dimension, it's so easy to you to transform. For example, whatever you are visualizing, this particular Manjushri or Vajra Yogini or any deity, so now it's so easy to become a yog. So yog, deity yog here, it says, why it is important for the deity yoga. So what is the meaning of yoga? Yoga means union, become a one. Now, for example, I as a physical body, and there's another Vajra Yogini as a one physical body, so it's so difficult to become a yog one. Do you understand that? Or there's like a Manjushri in a physical form, the flesh and bone. It's so difficult to become a one with the physical solid Manjushri or Vajra Yogini or Tara, the Dolma. But in the Sambhoga Kaya, in the astral body, so you yourself as an astral body, the mental body or the subtle body, now the Manjushri or the Vajra Yogini or the particular deity as a subtle body, visual, the mental body. Now these two mental body or the astral body can be so easy to become a one, because they are in the subtle, the mental, the astral body. So now once they become a one, what does that really mean is you are union with Manjushri, you are union with the Vajra Yogini. That means you and Vajra Yogini are inseparable. So that is called yoga. Yoga means union, become a one. So the purpose of becoming a one is to get the all blessing of that particular deity, the quality of this particular deity, and all the knowledge. It's a way to transfer all the information to, for example, from one mobile to transfer all the data or the information or the photo or video to another mobile. It's almost like transferring all the knowledge and quality of that particular deity in order to receive that blessing. So we practice this deity yoga, become a union. And especially the deity yoga is in order to realize the nature of mind. Because once you dissolve, or once you become a yoke with particular deity, so-called I, for example, this physical body has a very solid attachment, the gross attachment, or let's say a gross identity, I, me, my. But the subtle body, your astral body, it's a very, that attachment is much subtler. That ego is much subtler, it's not that gross, let's say. And all the attachment desire are not that gross. So now what happened is, as soon as you become one with the yoke with that particular deity, what really happening is this your ego, let's say subtle ego, is also dissolving, because that Vajra Yogini or Vajra Sattva or Manjushri, they don't have an ego. They are in state of egoless. They are in emptiness. They are in a Dharmakaya. So as soon as you become a yoke, your subtle body, astral body, ego, three poisons, everything just dissolve. There's no I, just an I-less state, ego-less state. And literally you become that particular deity. That's not you anymore. That's not I anymore. And that is what we call the siddhi. You receive the siddhi, accomplishment of particular deity. So that's why it's all happening in the mental level. That's why the what we call here the role of visualization, why it is important for the deity yoga. So that's why in the practicing in the Sambhogakaya, it's very important to enter into the mental body or astral body through the visualization, and in order to become a union with a particular deity through visualization, and that's why the visualization is important. And from that union, from that visualization, so as I told you, once you become a yoke or one, so you're not anymore visualization. Only what remains is nature of mind. Somehow you're entering into the Dzogchen, which means the Dharmakaya. So from Sambhogakaya, what we call the climax of Sambhogakaya is Dharmakaya. You don't have to visualize Dharmakaya, it happened. So it's almost like when you climb the Mount Everest, so just keep climbing and you will, sooner or later you will reach to the summit of the Mount Everest, So almost like the Sambhogakaya, you visualize in practice, in mantra, and then once you become a yoke with that particular deity, like you're already entering into the Dharmakaya state, where there's no form, where there's no name, when there's no death, when there's no birth, and it's just beyond all the concept of samsara, nirvana, deity, three kaya, this. It's beyond all the concept, all the explanation, all the religion, all the philosophy, beyond everything. It's just pure, natural state, and that is called Dharmakaya. So that's why the visualization is important for the deity yoga. So now here another question: the difference between imagination and visualization. What is the difference between imagination and visualization? So I'm not an English expert, so I can't give you what is the difference between, but from the my limited knowledge of the English, for me, like imagination and visualization, I don't see any difference from the you can imagine imagination of, let's say, Vajrasattva, and visualization of Vajrasattva. So from my understanding, my limited English, for me, like an imagination, I see like a kind of 2D kind of Vajrasattva, 2D kind of Vajrayogini, 2D kind of Amitabha, and visualization give me, for me, it's a very personal, as I told you, I'm not an English expert, but visualization for me, it's really open, more like a 3D, even 4D, kind of giving me a very, like with the whole mandala or the pure land of particular Vajrayogini or Vajrasattva, and then this whole, like a 3D dimension, But anyhow, it's for me, it's the same. So let's not waste our time here. Okay, now, what time is it now? Time? Okay. So do you have more questions there? Oh. Okay. But the questions are open or not?
Yeah, it is open.
Okay, okay.
There's no questions yet.
Okay, there's no questions yet. So now let me continue. There's another questions about the embodying the mantra recitation with meditation and explaining the key to chant with mindful awareness, whether walking, working, resting in this duality. I think I already explained you this. When you practice the Vajrasattva mantra, Om Banjar Sato Hung, Om Banjar Sato Hung, Om Banjar Sato. So when you practice the Om Banjar Sato Hung, Om Banjar Sato Hung, so in the meditation you can visualize this, either you can look at the image of Vajrasattva, maybe there is an image of Vajrasattva, and you can sit in a meditation posture and looking toward the Vajrasattva image, or if you have a thanka, or you have a statue of Vajrasattva, you can just put in front of you in eye level, and then you just continue chant Om Banjar Sato Hong, Om Banjar Sato. So you can in the same rhythm for maybe around 108. Somehow you will be like into the what do you call this trance, the into this Vajrasattva mantra. So it really kind of helps you to this concentration or focus or one-pointedness. For me, it's one of the most powerful, the Shine, the Shamatha meditation. So just keep chanting Om Banjar Sato Hong, Om Banjar Sato Hong, Om Banjar Sato, Om Banjar. So you don't have to visualize too much. Just Vajrasattva image is in front of you, or the thanka or the statue is in front of you. Just keep chanting Om Banjar Sato Hong, Om Banjar Sato Hong, while you open your eyes, looking toward that image, Om Banjar Sato Hong, Om Banjar, with the same rhythm like Om Banjar Sato Hong, 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 Om Banjar. So now see, it really helps you to, your mind to be concentrate and focused. So that's how you can use the meditation, the mantra in the meditation, the Shine or Shamatha meditation. So if you wanted to use that Vajrasattva to purify, your negative karma, because the purpose of, for example, the Vajrasattva mantra is in order to purify your negative karma in your alaya consciousness or the subconsciousness, negative karma in the negative, let's say, seed or negative information in your subconscious alaya consciousness. And so, as I already explained before, that Vajrasattva is a very bright, luminous, transparent, and the reality is Vajrasattva is not some alien came from some another world. The Vajrasattva is not other than your own nature of mind, your own Buddha nature is reflecting outside as a Bodhisattva, Vajrasattva. So it's so important for you to understand that any deity, not only Vajrasattva, no matter the Amitabha or Grintara or Vajrayogini, any deity, any Bodhisattva, as soon as you visualize, or even the thanka, even the image, even the statue, you have to understand that they are not some solid, like a independent kind of human being or some kind of God outside than you and separate from you, and we are not anymore Buddhists. The Buddhist is mostly, we call it like we are inward, like we are like the journey toward the inward. What does that mean? Everything. So it's when the more we go toward the dualistic, it's a cause of suffering. We all know the cause of suffering in the sixth realm, no matter the hell realm or the hungry ghost realm or the animal realm or the human realm or the asura realm or the god realm or the form or formless realm, all the sufferings, the cause of the suffering is not other than the dualistic, which means the duality, which means the ego, So now, when we practice any deity, if you think they are separate than you, so we are going back to duality. We are practicing duality, which is, going against the Buddhist practice. So we should not think they are separate from you. We always have to, the believe, or we always have to trust, or we have to think in a way, any deity, no matter they are in a form of a statue or tanka or image, or when you visualize or in a mental image, they are not other than your own nature of mind. Your own Buddha nature is reflecting outside. Do you see that? They are reflecting outside in a form. And I always give this example, and some of you heard that before, if you watching this YouTube teachings. For example, this morning when you wake up, when you went to your bathroom, or if you brush your teeth, or if you're looking at the mirror, so who is there in the mirror? It looks like a you. So whenever you look toward this mirror, the reflection of you, the image of you, which is reflecting on the mirror, last 20, 30, 40, 50 years, you never doubt that reflection is some other human being or some other animal or some other aliens are coming in my mirror. No, you never doubt that. As soon as you look toward that mirror in your bathroom, you're 100% sure that image is not other than your own reflection. Do you see that? That's so important. It is not other human being, it is not other things arising in a mirror. It's myself reflecting there. There's not other people. It's just me reflecting there. Do you see that? So that trust, that confidence you have to bring when you practice any deity. For example, when I visualize or when I'm looking at the Vajrasattva statue or Thangka or image, I have to confirm that this is my own nature of mind reflecting outside as a Vajrasattva form, Vajrasattva form, Vajrasattva form. Do you see that? Now, then we are really talking here. We are really entering into Vajrasattva practice. We are entering into Vajrayana practice, because what you are seeing right now is not other than your own nature of mind. That particular deity you are seeing outside in a surface, it looks like you are here, the deity is there. But in reality, you are looking at your own nature of mind. Do you see that? So, and this is so beautiful meditation in Vajrayana. Now we are sure that that deity which you are visualizing, that deity which you are looking at, that image, that Thangka, that statue, is not other than your nature of mind. So now you are going beyond duality. This is so important here. Now we are talking. Now we are entering into the yoke. Do you see that? There is the yoke tantra, the non-dual tantra. So now, even when you visualize particular deity, you are looking at your own nature of mind. That means you are not in duality, you are in non-duality. So now this is profound. Maybe this is too much for the many beginners, but I think it's important for you to really know that. So what you are really doing is you are looking directly toward your nature of mind. Now when you chant the mantra, Om Banjara Sato Hum, Om Banjara Sato Hum. So before the mantra is kind of mantra of particular deity. Oh, Om Vajrasattva Hum is a mantra of Vajrasattva, the short mantra of Vajrasattva, Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum. As I have nothing to do with this. This is not me, this is not my mantra, it's a Vajrasattva mantra. But later, when you chant the mantra of Om, so as soon as you realize Vajra Sattva is not other than your own nature of mind, now as soon as you chant the mantra Om Vajra Sattva Hum, that mantra is also calling the nature of mind. It's almost like the Om Vajra Sattva Hum is almost like a pointing to the nature of mind. It's almost like the sound of nature of mind. It's not sound of some particular deity or mantra of particular deity. Om Banjara Sato Hong. That the Dharmakaya sound or the sound of the nature of mind. So it's even more kind of conforming. You're not hearing the mantra, but the mantra itself is the reflection sound of the Dharmakaya. Do you see that? The before that, the visual, that form is the projection or the reflection of your nature of mind. Now the Om Banjara Sato Hung, Om Banjara Sato Hung, the sound is kind of the sound of your own Dharmakaya, the nature of mind. So it's a reflection of your nature of mind. It's a projection of your nature of mind. So it's not other than you. It's not other than nature of mind. Om Banjara Sato Hong, Om Banjara Sato Hong, Om Banjara Sato Hong, Om Banjara Sato Hong. See, now you're visualizing, which means you're directly looking at your nature of mind. Om Banjara Sato Hong. You're chanting the sound of nature of mind. Om Banjara Sato Hong. You're hearing the sound of nature of mind, which is not other than your own nature of mind. Om Banjara Sato Hong. So you are kind of totally into your nature of mind. You're hearing the sound of nature of mind. You're looking directly to the nature of mind. Om Banjara Sato Hong, Om Banjara Sato Hong, Om Banjara Sato Hong. So now what really happening is, in that very moment, you're recognizing your own nature of mind, which is Dharmakaya. And that very moment, you're awaking from the dualistic, like, oh, I, my, this, that, samsara. So you, in that very moment, you're beyond duality. You are not anymore the practitioner, or you're not anymore, you're beyond the subject and object. There's only nature of mind. The reflection of nature of mind in the form of deity. There's only the reflection of nature of mind as a sound of mantra. And that's it. That's it. Then that is, you're going beyond the duality, you're going beyond the ignorance, and every mantra is you're going toward the liberation and seeing the true nature of mind, seeing the truth of the universal. Om Banjara Sato Hong, Om Banjara Sato Hong, Om Banjara Sato Hong. So these are the technique, method to liberate in one lifetime, and not even one life, like within one sitting, within one meditation. If you really understand that everything what you are seeing is nothing but the nature of mind reflecting. Everything what you are experiencing, feeling, is not other than your nature of mind. And that is the secret, let's say, I would say, the technique of Vajrayana to enlighten in one lifetime, or enlighten in one sitting, or even enlighten in one, that moment. Once you realize that, bang, you're just there. And you're going beyond this dualistic, physical, mental, We have a few questions, so let me now, this is like a fresh questions, so let's answer. So Adam Lees asks this: how can it be explained that someone is unable to clearly visualize things? What could be the reason why someone can't clearly visualize things? So, someone unable to clearly visualize, see, that's the one thing. And another thing is why someone can't clearly visualize, like what is the reason, So, the first of all, when mind is so disturbed, let's say, so many things are happening in mind, it's so difficult to visualize. When our mind is always distracted and so many things are happening in life and our mind is not calm and settled, it's so difficult to visualize. So here, what does that really mean here? That means before you enter into visualization meditation or the deity yoga or anything, it is so important to purify. That's why we practice the Ngondro. So, I ask many masters why it is so difficult to visualize the deity. And they give me two reasons. Most of the masters, most of the teachers, they always say the reason number one, our mind is not calm, not concentrate, not settled. So listen very carefully. Why? Because we are in a, especially in this 21st century, it's a social media, our the concentration, the limitation, it just kind of come down to 3 seconds, the TikTok century, So it's so difficult to, our mind is totally disturbed by so many other things. So it's so difficult to concentrate and focus and settle. So that's why we have to improve the Shine meditation, which means Shine doesn't mean you have to really sit in meditation, really go to the forest or time to time, weekends, maybe without any social media, without any internet, really like a calming the mind, going maybe hiking to the nature. So the less less garbage, let's say, in our mind. So the more settling our mind, so the more easy to visualize. The number one is because many teachers always say our mind is not calm, settle, concentrate, or too much distraction. The reason number two, the most of the teachers say because of the lots of negative karma. That means in our subconscious, alaya conscious, there's so many shit inside. So many, this lifetime or many lifetime we have been accumulated so many garbage, so many negative karma. And the masters, gurus, teacher always advise to really purify that, to purify. So there are a few ways to purify. The first thing is you can really go for pilgrimage. And that's why the ancient time, the people go to pilgrimage. The teacher asks you to go to the Buddha's, the enlightened place, Buddha's birthplace, Buddha's the teaching place, the first time teaching, or the Pragyaparamita teachings, in Varanasi or in this Chogyal Rinpoche or the Buddha Parinirvana place. So these are the pilgrimage place, or all the Guru Rinpoche enlightened, the caves or meditation caves in Parping, and there are many places in Bhutan or Nepal or in India. So all our Milarepa's meditation cave or enlightened cave, or many other Mahasiddhas and other great masters, their enlightened place are, so when you go to those pilgrimage places, so on the way to pilgrimage, and it's not easy, and there's it consumes lots of time and energy, and so that is way to, now it's so easy, there's a transportation, but in the ancient time you have to walk. Do you see that? Even only the rich, they have maybe ride a horse, but you have to walk and you have to carry all the food and everything. But nowadays, the transportation is easy, the fooding is easy, lodging is easy, but it's still, for example, In Nepal, we have the place called Lapchi, the Milarepa enlightened place. So it is not really easy. For normal people, it takes 2 days to hiking, like really, and I don't know, it's a 4,000 meter or even a little higher. And the lodgings are so difficult, you have to carry so many things for yourself, and there's no transportation, you have to walk or hike, So that you feel like it really gives you an experience of some ancient time, the pilgrimage. I went there 2 times, and it was a really good experience, let's say. And there are many other places like that. So, or you do prostration. See, there's the 100,000 prostration. So the many masters, they always advise you need to purify all the shit, the negative karma through prostration, through chanting Om Vajra Sato Hung, or the 100 syllable of Vajra Sato mantra, and there's all practice of visualization. So really, like, purify everything in your subconscious, alive conscious, as much as you can, especially gross. Like if there's like so much you can't visualize. It's because let me give you one good example. I mean, let's imagine your room, your apartment, your room, your house is full of shit. You're shitting everywhere, let's say, or you're throwing the garbage everywhere. And your living room, your garden, your bathroom, your bedroom, like just full of garbage and full of shit and full of pee. Now, can you imagine? Now you inviting your friends to your house. Do you think they will enter to your room? Do you think, like, maybe they come until your garden, and as soon as they see there's so much garbage and shit and smell, like the disgusting, the smelling, they will say, like, I'm sorry, let's go to my place, or maybe let's go to restaurant, but I can't get into your house. They will not get into your house. So that is the really good example. She is your friend. They don't want to come. And now, can you imagine, now you want to invite very important person, like a very important guru, or very important, like a VIP people to your house, where the house is full of shit and pee and garbage. Would you do that? Of course you will not. You will first clean everything. Even when you invite your parents or your girlfriend or boyfriend, I mean, you will really, like, organize everything, clean everything, and then you dare to invite other people. So that's a very simple logic. Like you visualize, can you imagine? You visualize particular deity. Where? In your mind. Mind is full of shit, full of negative karma, full of disturbing mind. Now how can you do that? I mean, it is so difficult to even arise. See that? So for those, I got these 2 advice. The one advice is purify as much as you can through pilgrimage, through prostration, through Vajrasattva, and don't ever add new negative karma. Because if you're cleaning the 1 kilo of, or 2 kilo, or 10 kilo of this shit and garbage, but then you are adding 5 kilo today, again the new shit, it doesn't make any sense. That's many people are doing that. Like they purify pilgrimage and Vajrasattva or prostration 100,000 times, but they are not mindful of their speech, their thoughts, and their action, and then like what do you call, like that when they are not mindful of their own speech, on action, on thinking, the body, speech, and mind, and they are adding new negative karma and shit, and it's just again going back to the samsara, repeating, never-ending game. So when you purify and don't add negative karma, so that is the one advice, and that the more it is to purify, so easier it to arise the bodhisattva in your mind. And the second is, as I told you, to practice this really like a decreasing all the unnecessary information in your mind and try to reduce the so many unnecessary activity and really rest as much as you can in quiet place, in nature, in mountain, and wherever like you find good place, just really reduce the unnecessary information, unnecessary activity, and really try to quiet every day 1 hour or 2 hours if possible. Try to quiet your mind without internet, without social media, without talking with anyone, like a noble silence. So, or practice shine, So this too will really slowly help you to increase the visualization part, and if some of you wanted to use some speed up the method, so you can start to learn thangka painting. That's a very nice way. It's also purifying as well as it is really shine meditation. Learn the thangka painting, simple painting, simple drawing of particular whomever you want to visualize. And it's like, okay, Manjushri, okay, or Vajrasattva, okay, Vajrayogini. So learn, maybe go to some Thangka institute or maybe online, I don't know. Then learn to draw the Vajrasattva or Vajrayogini, drawing and painting, and it might take few months, but once you start to mastering the drawing and painting of Vajrayogini, and it just somehow it imprint in your mind, and when you close eyes, it is start to arising, because when you're learning the Thangka, it's also a way to purify and increase the shini meditation. Thank you. What is the?
Paper questions.
So there's a.
So how many ever you can answer?
So
You can finish 1 5.
yeah. So there are many questions in here. We have. So we will try to give a few answer. What time is it now? Now
it's been more than an hour.
More than an hour?
Or so.
Should consider exactly.
12:30.
Okay, now it's 12:30. So we plan to do it just 1 hour, the live stream. So here are a few questions, and other questions we will try to make a video. And I have a question here from, what is this, Lina Dickman. We have also a question from Kentucky. It looks like maybe from Malaysia or Singapore. We have a Xiao Yang Qing, looks like a Chinese. We have a Pavitra Shar, looks like maybe Nepali or Indian. We have a Siddhartha Ala, and we have a Zoraz. We have a Chimi Rinzin. We have a Sahasrar Realm. It's a very difficult name. So we have a question, many questions. So let me select one question, and maybe we will concluding today this session. So let me select the question which is related to mantra. So here I think question regarding the Siddhartha Ala have this question: how to use visualization and mantra to recognize the creation and dissolution. So which we already talked, the 𝗟𝗓𝗓 and 𝗟𝗓𝗓, or creation or completion, or generating or completion. It's the same thing. Generating, which means 𝗟𝗓𝗓, or the creation, and dissolution, or the completion, or the 𝗟𝗓𝗓, or the relative truth, or some complete absolute truth, or arising and dissolving, and it's all same thing. So here, recognizing the creation and dissolution of reality at every moment while engaging in the mantra and visualization practice, and recognizing the unity of all sound and image anytime with the awareness. So, tissue paper sarja. Yatai sarja la, thik ase. So now, let me. It's a quite a profound question. It's an advanced question, so it might be helpful for beginner as well as so-called the advanced practitioner. So the question is the unity of image and sound and dissolution, the dzogrim and chirim, so which means the union of every time, when you are when you are walking or sleeping, talking, how to maintain that or recognizing the unity of all sound and image, or recognizing the creation and dissolution of reality of every moment while engaging in mantra and visualization practice. So my teacher, my guru, 𝗟𝗚𝗩𝗘 Tharchin, I asked this same question to my guru, like my teacher used to say, no matter any sadhana, any visualization, any mantras, the core, the essence of Vajrayana practice is to recognizing that you are already enlightened, or you are Buddha, let's say, you are awakened. So here when I say you or I am not referring to the ego, or I'm not referring to this physical body or mind or mental body. I'm referring to the dharmakaya. I'm referring to the nature of mind. So the ultimate you is not this body, or ultimate you is not this mind, ultimate you is not this soul or subconscious, whatever you call it, that's not you. The ultimate you is beyond this physical or beyond this mental, beyond this concept, let's say. So that you, the ultimate you, is already awakened, already enlightened, So that is the essence of Vajrayana, or no matter the Dzogchen or the Mahamudra, Chakchen. So having this, let's say, confidence or trust that ultimate you are already awakened, you are that ultimate awakened, and having that like a complete trust in that you are already awakened. Now, based on this foundation, and whatever you practice, no matter which deity, which mantra you chant, and so the question here, how to the Siddhartha Allah asks this question, the recognizing the creation and dissolution of reality. So you will recognize, you will recognize that of creation, dissolution of the reality at any every moment, because the essence of creation and dissolution is not other than that ultimate you, the nature of mind, enlightened, awakened mind, let's say. So if you have a complete confidence or trust in that you are already awakened, so you are every moment you are recognizing what do you call this, the creation and the dissolution or the chirim and jokrim, the reality in that every moment while you are chanting the mantra or visualization. Because when you are chanting mantra, when you are visualizing, and some people think like, oh, it's a too much work, maybe I'm distracting. So it is just a method to engage your dualistic mind. But there's something else going beneath, let's say. Do you see that? It's a very important. Because beside this mantra and visualizing, there's something more going on, which is this complete trust in you are already awakened. And based on that, when you do, you can understand everything. You can recognize no matter how busy or how loud you're chanting mantra. And the same thing, here again the same question, within the same one question there's another question, how to recognize the unity of all sound and image anytime with awareness. So now that awareness, here the Siddhartha Alai was asking, that awareness is not other than this trust that you are awakened, you are enlightened being from the beginningless time. Do you see that? That confidence is ultimate awareness we are talking about, the clear light. So having this, you are already awakened, you are beyond birth and death, the ultimate you, and having this confidence, so everything else, and everything else what is arising is from the nature of mind, from the Dharmakaya, and there's not separate. They are not, the sound and image are not separate. Do you see that? If there is I, do you see that I as a practitioner, the identity, ego, then you are visualizing the sound and image, there's like a separate. But there's no I because you are enlightened being, which means the ego-less, I-less. As soon as there's no subject, so there's no object, there's no duality. Yet the sound and image can be arise. Do you see that? So the secret ingredient or the secret method or the secret teaching or the essence is to having this confidence, you are beyond this body and mind, and you are this ultimate truth, awakened, enlightened from beginningless time. That's it, simple, right? So this is the essence of Vajrayana, essence of Dzogchen, and essence of Mahamudra. Thank you for all of you to coming, and so thank you for watching all this YouTube teaching. So in the beginning, this was a mantra, the mantra platform. I chanted so many mantras, so there are so many mantras to be uploaded. And later time we start to upload all the teachings. And now I have to go because I have other meetings and I have other teachings. And that's all for today, and thank you all of you for coming. And let's dedicate the merit. Sonam di thamche sikpa ni thomne nyepe danam phamje sing jega na chi balap thokpa sipe solen do wan tholware show. So may we dedicate this 1 hour meditation, the teaching, the merit of listening the teaching, the merit of teaching the teaching, may we dedicate to your parents, your son, your daughter, your friends, your colleagues, all the sentient beings, may they also have the karma, the good karma to meet their own teachers and to have a opportunity to listen the teaching from their teachers, and may they have a good karma to apply the teaching in their life, and may their suffering reduce, ignorance reduce, and may all the sentient beings, their good quality, the loving kindness, compassion, and the wisdom arise, and may all the sentient beings liberate from this samsara, and may all sentient beings enlighten in one lifetime. So we dedicate all the merit to all the sentient beings. Thank you so much for all of you, and see you again in YouTube or maybe somewhere else. So here our team is asking to subscribe, subscribe the Chogyal Rinpoche, the YouTube channel. So when we will have a more time, so we will do more live, and all the questions which I couldn't answer today, so we will make the short videos and we will post, And thank you for your time. And yeah, let's